What's up, everybody? I am really excited to bring you this knife review. This is the Kershaw Leek Special Edition with the spider overlay on the handle. Now this knife actually comes with a story, and you may remember it if you watched my knife collection video, which I guess I can annotate up there or over there. I'll annotate it somewhere. Anyway, story is, Kershaw had a competition going on where after their warehouse sale where they were selling factory seconds, you could actually go to the warehouse and buy factory seconds. They took a couple of the leftovers and they put 3 of them aside. I believe it was 3. And on their website or their Facebook, I don't really remember which. It was their website. On their website, they had a competition. It wasn't really a competition, it was really you just entered your name to win, and you would win one of the 3 blades. I have never won anything in my life, so I was like, whatever, I'll do it just for fun. I know I'm not going to win it, and I actually won it. So this is the knife that I won. When you first entered your name, they didn't tell you what knife you were winning, and they didn't even tell you when they shipped it, so it was a surprise when it got here, and honestly, I couldn't be happier. Now the way you can tell that this is a factory second is if you look on the blade right here. Let me get it to focus. There you go. You can see the 4 X's. And also on an unrelated note, you can see it says March 2009 there, which is when this knife was made. But the 4 X's mean that it's a factory second. The only thing that I can tell honestly from this entire knife that would make it a factory second is I didn't do this. It came like this. The end of the blade is a little bit bent. Come on, focus for me. Come on. There we go. It's not really focusing. There we go. You can see the end of the blade is a little bit bent there. That's literally the only problem with this knife that I found, and Kershaw would deem that a factory second and would not put it out for sale because of this minor imperfection, which I think says good things about the company itself because they're striving for quality, but I couldn't be happier with this knife as a factory second. That doesn't affect my use of it at all, and actually this is my EDC. I carry this with me every day. This is my current EDC. So, as you can see, the regular Kershaw Leek, the model number is 1660. Now, this special edition with the spider overlay handle, the model number is, you may have seen it earlier, 1660 SBS. So, if you want to look it up, they're not available for sale anymore. It was a limited edition. It is 1660 SBS. So, if you search Kershaw 1660 SBS, some things will come up about it. But the only place, honestly, you would be able to find them for sale at this point is if someone had an eBay listing or someone was selling one in real life. Another thing I like about this knife, made in the USA. Yes, Kershaw makes some knives in the USA and other knives elsewhere. I love the made in USA knives. I love it. Even though they tend to be a bit more expensive, I love owning a knife that was genuinely made in the United States. Now, one of my favorite things about this knife is that it has a speed-safe torsion bar mechanism for assisted opening. So this thing opens scary quick. Watch this. So quick, just from hitting the back there. It just flies open. That's so fast. And I actually have a Kershaw tremor, which also uses speed safe. That's their technology for assisted opening. That's Kershaw's technology for assisted opening. Does not open anywhere near as fast as this. Maybe because this is just a smaller knife. Another thing about this knife is that it is just super, super, super lightweight. Let me get I should have done this earlier. I want to get you the weight. I really should have done this earlier. 3 ounces. So, you know, it could be lighter, but this is a special edition where they have this stainless steel overlay on the blade. The spider design. This is designed by Ken Onion, by the way, as I believe all Leeks are. Anyway, the blade is made out of Sandvik 13C26 stainless steel. Sandvik, I'm not sure how to say it. It's Swedish, and it is great. As far as my experience has gone with this particular blade steel, it keeps a ridiculously sharp edge, and that edge stays. You know, I should say it sharpens into a ridiculously sharp edge, and the edge holds. The edge holds very well. And actually, I still haven't sharpened this from when I got it, and that was a long time ago, and it's still ridiculously sharp. But when I first got this, it was probably the sharpest knife that I had ever seen and ever touched before. So there's a couple things. If I could pick out one problem with this knife, it would have to be the dual thumb studs. They do have dual thumb studs. They do serve to open the knife. However, it's so much easier to just use the flipper because they're positioned very close. And really, on this knife, if you look, there's no other option because the blade only comes out a little bit from the handle when it's in its closed position. So you really couldn't put the thumb studs anywhere else. But they're so far, they're so close to the handle that they're a little tough to open sometimes because you don't have the kind of push you need since it's so close. I always use the flipper. Comes out super fast. The grip on this is, you know, it's a special edition. So it's got the stainless steel blade. The grip is all right. I haven't had any problems with it. And like I said, it's my EDC. I carry it every day. Some jimping on the top there. It's flush with the handle, so it doesn't really help too much. It's there, you can feel it, you know, it may help some. It doesn't really make a big difference for me. Little lanyard hole at the end here. But yeah, that's basically my review of this knife. Awesome knife. And you know, they have, if you don't want to risk this opening in your pocket, they do have the safety mechanism on the back. Flip that, and you cannot open the blade. So, overall, it's a great knife. Like I said, everyday EDC. I was so pumped when I won this knife. I wish I had my reaction on film, but such a great knife. Made in the USA, speed safe, Kershaw. Kershaw is if anybody's following me on Twitter, CF Jersey, you'll know that Kershaw is my favorite knife brand for tactical and EDC knives. One more close-up look at the Spider Leek, as I call it, 1660 SBS. Great knife, works great, perfect for everyday EDC. You know, the edge of the blade there it's a little bent, you know, factory second, no big deal, doesn't matter. It gets down to a point, so you have a really good little point there if you need to do any small tasks in your EDC. But yeah, great knife. Just wanted to do a review on it, wanted to bring it to you guys and tell you the story. And that's about it. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Take care, everybody.